Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel dedicated to the secrets and news of royal families from around the world. Today, we're diving into the heart of a love story that has made the hearts of all of Denmark beat faster and continues to be talked about in the halls of European palaces. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on the little notification bell so you don't miss any of our exclusive revelations about the monarchies, and share this video with all royal enthusiasts like you. We always appreciate your comments, so please tell us what you think of this incredible love story. In the intricacies of Danish royal protocol, where every gesture is calculated and every public appearance meticulously orchestrated, sometimes the authenticity of feelings transcends the strictest conventions. This is exactly what happened at an event that will remain etched in the memories of observers of the Danish royal family, when Prince Nikolai of Denmark and his companion Benedikte treated the audience to a moment of disarming spontaneity that melted even the hardest hearts. Prince Nikolai, son of Prince Joachim of Denmark and grandson of Queen Margrethe II, is no stranger to the royal spotlight. At 24, this elegant and charismatic young man has always managed to navigate his princely duties and his personal life with ease. Tall, dark-haired, with piercing eyes, Nikolai possesses the natural poise that characterizes members of the Danish royal family, but also the modern ease that makes him particularly close to the Danish people. Benedikte, his companion, perfectly represents this new generation of women who are growing up alongside European princes. Far from the traditional image of princesses of yesteryear, she embodies a confident modernity while respecting the codes of the monarchy. Educated, independent, and endowed with a strong personality, she has won not only the heart of the prince but also the esteem of the royal family and the affection of the Danish public. That only lovers know how to share. The event that caused such a stir took place during an official reception held at Christiansborg Palace, the official residence of the Danish royal family for state events. The evening, intended to celebrate the cultural ties between Denmark and several European nations, brought together the country's diplomatic, artistic, and economic elite. In this solemn setting where protocol reigns supreme, each guest knows their place, and each member of the royal family follows a program established to the minute. Prince Nikolai and Benedikte arrived separately, as is the etiquette for certain official events. He, impeccable in his traditional tuxedo adorned with family decorations, she, resplendent in a deep blue evening gown that highlighted her slender figure and natural grace. Their eyes met several times throughout the evening, exchanging knowing smiles, even in the most formal circumstances. It was as the orchestra began a traditional Danish waltz that the magic happened. Protocol dictated that the members of the royal family would open the ball in a pre-established order. Nikolai was to dance first with a guest of honor, a renowned ambassador, while Benedikte waited her turn, discreetly observing from the front rows of guests. But love doesn't always follow protocol. Instead of heading towards his designated partner, Prince Nikolai strode purposefully across the dance floor, to the surprised but amused gaze of the audience. He walked straight to Benedikte, held out his hand with his trademark irresistible smile, and wordlessly invited her to dance. The silence that fell in the large room wasn't one of embarrassment or disapproval, but rather one of admiration at this gesture of romantic sincerity. Benedikte, initially surprised, blushed slightly before accepting this impromptu invitation with a natural grace that captivated everyone present. They danced as if they were alone in the world, their perfectly synchronized movements testifying to an obvious complicity. Their eyes never left each other's, their smiles were genuine, and each of their gestures exuded a deep and sincere love. The audience, initially frozen in surprise, gradually became swept away by the emotion of this magical moment. The moment that made headlines in the European media occurred. Instead of the usual formal greeting, Prince Nikolai cupped Benedikte's face in his hands and kissed her tenderly, to the rapturous applause of all the guests present. This disarmingly spontaneous kiss lasted a few seconds that seemed like an eternity to all those lucky enough to witness it. The official photographers, initially hesitant about this breach of protocol, ultimately immortalized this exceptional moment. Images of this surprise kiss made the front pages of all the royal magazines in Europe, not as a scandal, but as resounding proof that even within the most traditional institutions, true love still finds its way. Queen Margrethe II herself, witnessing this scene from her place of honor, could not help but smile tenderly. This sovereign, renowned for her attachment to tradition but also for her modern spirit, was the first to applaud her grandson's spontaneous gesture. Her silent but evident approval set the tone for the entire audience, transforming what could have been perceived as a formal faux pas into a moment of pure grace. The reactions of the Danish public were swift. On social media, hashtags dedicated to the couple exploded, accompanied by thousands of messages of encouragement and congratulations. The Danes, known for their modernity and pragmatism, applauded this sincere display of love, which humanizes their royal family while respecting its fundamental values. This love story between Nikolai and Benedikte fits perfectly with the modern evolution of European monarchies. It illustrates how new generations of princes and princesses are managing to reconcile their institutional obligations with their personal aspirations, creating a new model of royalty more in tune with contemporary concerns. Their relationship, which has now lasted for several years, has become a symbol of hope for all those who still believe in true love. It proves that even in the highest spheres of society, genuine feelings can triumph over the most rigid conventions. The couple continues to fascinate with their ability to remain natural and approachable while fully embracing their royal responsibilities. Their public appearances are always eagerly awaited, not only for their elegance and poise, but also for the obvious connection that shines through in every gesture. This story reminds us that behind the titles of nobility, protocols, and official obligations, lie human beings with their emotions, hopes, and dreams. Prince Nikolai and Benedikte embody this royal humanity that directly touches the hearts of the public and helps maintain the unbreakable bond between the Danish monarchy and its people. Their love, celebrated in the spontaneity of this surprise kiss, continues to inspire and move. It teaches us that life's most beautiful moments are often those that escape planning, those where the heart prevails over reason, and authenticity triumphs over all conventions. As European monarchies navigate tradition and modernity, institutional obligations and personal aspirations, this Danish love story offers a perfect example of how these different challenges can be reconciled. It shows us that there is no contradiction between respecting one's heritage and living life to the fullest, between assuming one's responsibilities and following one's heart. This lesson in love and authenticity resonates far beyond the borders of Denmark and challenges us all to consider our own choices, our own priorities, and our ability to remain true to ourselves in the face of social pressures and external expectations. Prince Nikolai and Benedikte remind us that, in the end, what truly matters in life are the sincere bonds we form with those we love and our ability to express them without fear or restraint. This is why this surprise kiss continues to move us and inspire us. Beyond its anecdotal nature, this spontaneous gesture speaks to the most beautiful thing in each of us, our ability to love unconditionally and to express it sincerely, regardless of the circumstances. Tell me in the comments, do you think members of royal families should be able to express their feelings so freely at official events, or do you believe that protocol should always take precedence over personal emotions?